There's something very interesting about the human being. There are many, but I will talk about one. We were all created unique. When God created us, He chose to make each human being unique in such a way that there's no one like the other. There's no one like me or like you. We are all unique. By the way, that is why authorities use physical features to identify us, whether fingerprints or the eyes, even in airports, the face that is used to identify us. We have the teeth that can be used to identify someone. Anyway, everything about us is singular, unique. Not even identical twins are identical. They are different. And we're talking about the physical term. We're not even talking about the soul, the personality, because with that, the differences are even greater. Still, most human beings find themselves in a debate, in an inner debate. This happens more in the head than publicly. It's more internal than external. What is the debate? The debate of comparing yourself. Comparison. Then the person, this has already happened to me. I believe everybody goes through that since childhood. It's natural for you to look at someone else and compare yourself to them. So most of us look at others and think they are more handsome, more beautiful than I am. Then they compare the hair, the eyes, the height, the skin. Anyway, the features. They start to compare themselves. The intelligence at work. Sometimes the person compares themselves with someone else. So-and-so is too intelligent. I cannot even compete with them. So-and-so was born in a privileged family. Today, the left-wing ideologies, they speak about privileges, as if the person had any saying. When they were born with a certain skin complexion or in a certain part of the globe, with a certain family, the person is already guilty for who they are, according to these ideologies. So the person compares themselves to others, and whether they compare themselves through the negatives or with the positives. Negatives would be, I won't have the same privileges, the same capacity, the same chances in life because they are better than I am. So they make themselves inferior towards others, or even worse. I don't know which one is worse actually. The one who compares themselves with the negatives or with the positives is the one who brags about it. They feel better than others for the same reasons. I'm better because I have a certain intelligence, I have a certain appearance, I have money, this or that. The person thinks that they are better and they step on others. I don't know which one is more evil for the human being. But this is normal. However, this is irrational. It's something stupid. Why? Because it's like comparing an orange with an apple. You take the orange and compare with the apple. What is in them that you can compare both? What is in both these fruits that you can compare? one with the other? What can you use for comparison? The only similarity between them is that both are fruits. The rest is all different. Just like the apple, the pear, the grape, the pineapple. Anyway, thank God for this variety of fruits we have that God has created to bless us, to feed us, to give us this taste. Thank God. So it is vain, useless to compare an orange with apple or any other fruit. Likewise, it is useless and irrational for you to compare yourself with others, both with the positives or the negatives. You should never do that. Never. When this thought comes to your mind, because it will come, society does that, it works like that. In a certain way, society encourages comparisons. Parents compare one sibling to the other. Why are you not more like your sibling? Who has a sibling and never heard that? Why are you not like your sibling? Why don't you do more like your sister, your brother? Am I right? Starts in the house. The Bible shows that. Shows Isaac having a preference towards Esau, Rebekah, with Jacob. So you see that in families. You see that at school. Teachers passes the grades. Each one have their own grades, and one's looking at the grades of the other. What are your grades? And what about yours? Comparisons are inevitable. Society is arranged like this. But those who live like this, it's because they haven't had the revelation, both that we are unique, right? People in theory know that. Everybody knows that we are not like anyone else. But they haven't received the revelation of the meaning of this to them, that we are all unique. Therefore, there's no point on comparing ourselves to others. What we must do is to look at our unique, singular qualities and make the most of them, to work with them. It's like in a card game. You play with the hands you have. Am I right? There's no point of you saying, "Come on, I didn't get that card. So-and-so came with 3 of those cards." And then you complain that the hand of the other was good and yours is bad. There's no point on doing that. What you must do is to become good, to play with the hands that life has given you. That's it. This is a revelation. Never compare yourself with the negatives or positives of others. This is an exercise that is useless, vain. Stop looking at others. If the grass is greener on the other side, stop looking at their cars, their qualities. Stop looking at appearances. Stop looking at others in the sense of comparing yourself to others, what you have or what you don't have. The first thing you must understand, the first revelation, you must focus on you, to work with what you have, to maximize what you have, what life has given you. Very well. The second revelation is the following. 1 Corinthians 7:23. It says, "You were bought at a price." You were bought at a price. Do not become slaves, servants of men. This is a revelation that will set you free concerning your value. What is my value? My value is not given by me. My value is not given by my family, my bank balance, my appearance. My value is not what people think of me. My value was already given back then. I was bought at a price. What was the price that I was bought by? The life of the Son of God, His blood, His sacrifice. God found me so valuable that He paid with the life of the only Son He had, the Lord Jesus, leading Him to die and pour His blood on the cross to buy me, to acquire me, to bring me back to Him. This was the price that I was bought to belong to God, to be a beloved child of God. This is my value. How, then I ask you, how can I increase or decrease my price? How can I increase more than the sacrifice of Jesus? No, I'm not better than God. My price is fixed, has already been determined. Much less, I can decrease my price because it has already been paid, is fixed, is on the cross. Thus, when you have this consciousness that you were bought, acquired, that He already paid the price for you, then you're no longer questioning your value. You accept that you are His. By the way, this is something you must do. There's no point of He paying the price for you, because just like many in this world pay and don't take it, unfortunately, God paid the price for every human being, but He does not take all human beings, not because He does not want. He already paid for you. But did He take you? Does He have you? Have you surrendered your life to Him? Has He received what He bought? So God pays, but doesn't take the life of many, because the person refuses to surrender. In a stupid way, refuses to surrender to the one who paid the highest price for them, but they surrender for any penny out there. If today's video helped you and you know someone that could benefit from it, share it with them, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you may do so now. See you later.